Joining us now is Robert Bianchi. He is a criminal defense attorney and a former prosecutor. Robert, we heard from her lawyer this morning. He talked under the Today Show. Listen to this.
When I, in fact, informed her that 4 people had indeed perished, the reaction that I got was one that, again, confirmed what I believed from the very beginning, that she was lacking in capacity or was under some other influences, if you will, other than drug or alcohol.
The reaction that he got. I don't know what the reaction was. The simplest follow-up question in the world there is, what do you mean, the reaction? But they didn't do that. So what do you make of this?
Yeah, well, this is not uncommon. I've investigated many of these cases. It's not just alcohol. It's also being under the influence of a substance. That's what the blood results will show us. But, Shep, the thing that they have to also understand is that if she was driving in any kind of reckless manner or was doing anything that was violative of the laws when this accident occurred and people died, she will be prosecuted. There's a number of laws under which she could. And, in fact, in my career, we've gone from where you had to be intoxicated under alcohol or drugs in order to be prosecuted for a crime to minor motor vehicle offenses that cause death. So this is not the end of the story. And as far as mental health is concerned, she had just left her job. That's what investigators are going to be looking at. What was she like when she just left her job? Being emotionally upset or even having a mental illness is not just a get-out-of-jail-free card.
More than one witness said it appeared. Imagine this. It's like any college campus in the country. It's homecoming day. They're having a parade through town. And this woman, according to, multiple witnesses, she didn't slow down. She sped up.
Yeah, you know, listen, these are the most difficult cases that I dealt with as a homicide prosecutor or a person that was making these decisions, because this woman probably is not a bad person, but there are tragic consequences. And what the prosecutor is going to be looking at, not all deaths require criminal prosecution. It may just be a civil case. It may just be negligence. However, if there's any intoxicants, charges for criminal prosecution will be filed, or if there's any reckless conduct on her behalf, criminal charge will be filed. But listen, Shep, I've handled many cases where people had a medical event while they're driving. That's not a criminal case. We'll have to see what the facts say.
Yeah, that's called an accident.
That's an accident.
But if you say acted, what was the word you used again?
If they acted recklessly, which is a conscious
recklessly,
disregard.
like texting or talking on the phone?
Yeah, listen, we have all those, right? Speeding, texting is a big one right now. Distracted driving, being blinded by the sun, and people go through the light anyway and they hit somebody. All these things show a disregard, a reckless disregard. And if a jury believes that a reasonable person would not have driven in that manner, then you can be held criminally responsible. The prosecutor's got to do a lot of fact digging here to make the distinction, Shep. Is this an accident or is there going to be criminal liability? And of course there'll be tremendous pressure, because in cases like this that I've handled, the media is on you all the time as a prosecutor, and just because 4 people died, everybody wants criminal charges to be filed, but that's not the law. The prosecutor will see whether she drove recklessly or was under the influence before they finalize these charges.
No charges final yet. Robert Bianchi, thank you.
Sure.